beautiful peeps, my name's John, welcome to my channel and a Merry Christmas to you all. Now, some of you out there may have been extremely lucky and received an RC car for Christmas. Congratulations to those out there. But there may also be some of you that are a little bit unsure about a few things, maybe your first RC, so I thought I would just go through a few basics for you. The basics are more generic for all RC cars, and then I'll jump straight into a more specific car like this. Actually, my great nephew has just received one of these for Christmas, so congratulations, Dominic. I'll get into what you need to do to it before you run it at the end of the video. So, to start off with, obviously unpack the car, and you need to start charging up your battery straight away. You get a couple of chargers like these. These are the USB type, or this one actually just has a normal cable to the wall socket. Just get yourself an old phone charger, whack it in, and then take your battery and plug it in like so. Again, on this one, this is for a 2S and a 3S battery, like so. 2S, 3S means cells. So this, as you can see, clearly got 2 cells here. Then you've got batteries, 3 cells, 4 cells, 5 cells, 6 cells. Okay, so, but why we call it S? I think it's because it's 2 series in series, but there you go. So just make sure that, read your instructions, because obviously each charger is different, but just make sure that both are green. This one goes from red to green once charged. Obviously 2 cell, 1 cell, 3 cells. Also be aware that some RC cars come with the lithium ion batteries and some come with LiPo batteries. If you have a different charger, a slightly better one, then make sure you obviously select the more specific battery. If it's a lithium ion, select lithium ion for charging. So once that's charging away, you can get on with the controller. Most controllers look like this. A couple of things to be aware of. Most of them, probably all of them, have steering trim, so you need to just make sure that the wheels are facing straight ahead, and you have throttle trim. So on this one, when I first got it, I thought it's not a very fast car at all, and it turned out that was just turned all the way down. Turn it all the way back up, and obviously put the correct batteries in there, and you're good to go. Now, concerning the specifics of a car, what I always do after I've done the first review of the video is to go around the car, just make sure that all the nuts and bolts are tightened up. Just basically everything. Go around with a screwdriver, tighten them up, make sure they are nice and tight. That includes inside. Just make sure that, you know, there's no screws that are loose. Don't over tighten, because things like steering can then jam up. So just, you'll feel when you're getting the right resistance on it. And especially important is the wheels. Make sure they are tight. Now, on some cars, not this one, but some others, you can tighten them all the way up and they will still spin, okay? The WL toys unfortunately have a bit of an issue that if you go really tight, it stops them moving. So if they're not free, turn it back a quarter and then do it again, turn it back a quarter. If the wheel becomes too loose, you've got to go back the other way, yeah? So just do that on all 4 and make sure that they are nice and tight. You don't want to be running after your wheel as it's rolling down the road. Obviously, have a look at cables, make sure that, you know, your cables are in and that there's none laying around, especially cables like this, as you can see, can easily get caught in the steering there or onto the drive shaft. So just get a cable tie, tidy things up, make sure that, you know, they're held nicely. If you have no cable ties, hopefully you've got some Velcro straps that you can use just to put them around. If you're using Velcro straps or cable ties, just make sure again that it's not rubbing on the drive shaft. This car specifically, so it may be with the one that you have, you can see that there's 2 holes there. You can actually move the battery holder a little bit further along to enable you to get larger batteries in, which is very good. Concerning shocks, once again, don't use any tools on this. You can do it finger tight. Just tighten them up with your finger. You see here, this is the cap at the top. Just turn it, make sure it's nice and tight. Don't turn that and that. Make sure you grab hold of the actual body and turn it. If you've got any oil on your fingers, see how it runs. If the suspension isn't nice and smooth like what this one is, then maybe you're going to have to put some new oil in there. But I have a video on how to fill your shocks. Have a look. Now, steering. Let's just get rid of that for a moment. On the steering, a lot of cars, I'll start at the rear first, come with toe in. What that means is it's in like this. That's okay at the rear because that stops it being so sensitive at higher speeds. However, at the front, again, they seem to do it inwards, which I personally don't like. I like it to be out and straight. I think it gets max speed on that. So you just adjust these to get them straight. These are the steering arms here. Here is for, if I do it like that, that does the camber of the wheel. The tie rods you can adjust in and out to get them either straight up and you can do it at the rear as well. These are the tie rods here, you can do the same thing. Make sure that everything is similar, so if you do it on that side, you have to do it on that side as well. Any other steering issues, once again, I have a video. I think it's 4 of the most common steering problems. Go and have a look at that just to help you out. When you've got the car out of the box, turn one wheel and the other side should turn in the opposite direction. The same at the front. And then you can just run it forward. Listen to this. Nice and smooth. If you've got some serious grinding there, then you may have to actually get further in and adjust the pinion and the gear. There's a small gear in here, small pinion on the motor here, and sometimes they're just a little bit too tight, but hopefully the manufacturer's done that quite well. I've never had a problem with WL Toys, for example, but other manufacturers I have. Now, specific cars, WL Toys 144001. Sorry about this, Dominic, but it needs to be done. WL Toys, unfortunately, are not very good at putting grease into the 2 differentials, one at the rear, one at the front. They do have to be greased. You can probably get away with 1 or 2 runs at Christmas without having to do this, but at some point you are going to have to do it because it will save them breaking and you having to replace them. Now, I have several videos on this. That includes greasing the 144001, this car, differentials, 124017, 124019. So there's a lot of my videos out there that are step by step telling you which screw to take out and which order, and then how to put it back together as well. And obviously I also show you how to do the differential itself. It looks complicated, but just nobody's complained that they missed a step or they broke their cars. I'm very detailed on that. Now, concerning grease, this is just a normal multi-purpose grease. A lot of the people in the UK have this one. Just find a normal all-purpose grease. Don't go anything crazy. If you're able to get hold of white lithium grease, not just lithium grease, because lithium grease, some types of it can actually damage your car, but white specific lithium grease, get hold of some. It really is worth it, because since I've started using this on my channel, I've had no differential failures, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really happy about that. So again, all you need to do is, give the differential a good clean and then fill it with that there. And that's pretty much it. Most cars out of the box, if they're ready to run, they do quite well. The WL Toys, in theory, out of the box, they are pretty much ready to run, but there are a few issues that just need to be fixed along the way. Make sure that you've got some spare pins with you when you go out, because these pins have a tendency of getting lost. And what I always do is put a little cable tie just around that to make it easier to get it out, like so. And there's actually some manufacturers that have started to put a little tab on there as well, just to make it easier to get it in and out. And that should be about it, ladies and gents. Now, while driving, as I said, you can adjust this, which will adjust the wheels. That's the steering trim, just to make sure it's nice and straight when you're driving. A lot of people obviously say that it's not driving very fast. That's probably because the throttle trim is all the way down. Turn it up, and then again, you should be fine. When it comes to the car stopping, some people are like, oh, there's something wrong with my car, it just turned itself off. Now, there's a couple of things going on there. Some manufacturers just turn the car off instantly. That's because of a low battery. These batteries do not like to be below 20, 30%. So once they get to that point, the car shuts itself off. You can't drive any further. Don't keep on turning it on trying to get an extra minute driving out. You will end up damaging your batteries. Other manufacturers like this one have a low voltage cut off, but what this does is still enable you to steer. So if you can still steer, but it's not driving forward, that's deliberate. That's just letting you know that your battery's out. They do that because obviously if you're heading down a hill and then it just suddenly turns itself off like some manufacturers and off it goes, rolling off itself. But if you've still got steering, you could obviously steer it to get it safe and sound. And that is, quite frankly, about it, ladies and gents. If you damage your car, if it's not too serious, like for example on this car, I've had so many times some really serious impacts on these arms here. A lot of manufacturers are saying they're designed to absorb a lot of damage. Most cases, I've just bent it back into shape. Which has worked really, really well. If it's serious damage, well then unfortunately you're just unlucky, you need to order the parts. A lot of the Chinese brands you order from AliExpress.com or Banggood.com. A lot of local eBayers do have some spare parts, so make sure you check there as well. And I think that's about it, ladies and gents. I can't think of anything else right now. Probably had 1,000 things that I wanted to say, but I think just for now, the basics are there. So enjoy your Christmas dinner, enjoy opening more presents, enjoy time with your family. Take care of yourself, stay safe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.